Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. So in today's video, I'm super excited to share with you my experience with the Mi 11, the Xiaomi Mi 11. So how I got this was, as you know, I'm currently based in Malaysia, but I managed to ship this device directly from China. So this Xiaomi 11 is actually the Chinese version. This is not the global version. And the one I bought here was actually the black unit that comes with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of internal memory. So this is selling in China for about 4,000 yuan, and that is about 600 US dollars. But here in Malaysia, I paid close to about 2,500 ringgit for this device right here. So let me just show you guys what came in the box and of course the device itself. So very excited about this one. Naturally, as you can see, I've already opened the box right here, and what came in the box was actually pretty straightforward. Before I say that, I just want to show you guys the new box. So you might probably already have seen tons of videos, reviews on YouTube, but this is just my personal take. So this new box here comes in this really slim packaging. They're following the Apple style. I happen to have my iPhone's box over here, and if you take a look, it is actually pretty similar in size. The Mi 11's box is actually just a little bit bigger. So what came in the box was pretty straightforward. You of course get the device itself as well as the silicone case, which is pretty trash if you ask me. This is how it looks like. I have the device here and the silicone case. So this is, I think, probably one of the worst silicone case that I've actually get in the box. So it's very squishy right here, and as you can see, it's very thin and doesn't feel at all like a proper kind of case that you would get with a Flagship. I mean, even after folding it in half, it looks like that, but yep, at least you get some protection there. Alright, so done with the box, let's check out the device itself. So again, I was super excited when I finally get my hands on this device, and I chose the black version right here because it just looks very sleek. I like blacked out devices. I really like this bag as well here, which is actually very nice to touch. It's a matte-ish kind of material at the back here, but somehow fingerprints still do get attached to the back here, especially when your hands are sweaty or when your hands, are oily or something like that. So it will definitely stick to the back here, but I don't really care about that because I'm just too happy for this. Alright, so again, upon first impressions, I did not really like the design of this lens right here, especially after seeing it in the photos as well as all the video reviews on YouTube. But to my surprise, when I finally got this black version in my hand, it actually looked pretty alright. It's not that bad. Of course, it's not the best looking phone out there, but yeah, it still looks pretty acceptable right here, this little thing at the back. But yeah, I'm pretty okay with this design. So flipping the device to the front, here is where the display is really awesome, and I really love this display right here. We do have a huge AMOLED panel that is, I think, 2K resolution and running at 120Hz refresh rate. So everything is just buttery smooth, as you can see over here. And because the blacks, the contrast levels are so deep, I just decided to put on this theme right here. You can see that it is just black and white, and it just looks amazing, guys. You can't really see the notch. You can't even see the camera in the punch hole camera at the top here. So when you have like a totally blacked out kind of wallpaper, this is the kind of results that you can get. Alright, so I know a lot of YouTubers online are actually complaining about that edges, the rounded edges. So just take a look at it. I find it a bit difficult to explain, but the rounded areas, the rounded corners here are just a bit different from the shape of the frame, if that makes sense. So notice the display here is like slightly more curved, but the outer frame isn't that curved. Okay, to be honest, I don't care about this at all. It doesn't affect my daily use whatsoever. And personally, when I just look at this great display right here, I forget about all these weird round corners or edge corners or whatever you want to call it. It's just totally not important to me at all. But you do get an amazing display right here. Everything is, like I said, buttery smooth. Contrast levels are high. Saturations are punchy as well. Perfect display here on the Mi 11. And of course, if you want to try out this theme, this is actually only in the Chinese version of the Mi 11. So we do have this already in the Teams store. And yes, it does look very amazing right here. You even have this pretty cool widgets that, animates here on the display itself. All right. Okay, very quickly, I just want to talk very quickly about the performance of this guy right here. So actually, we have a Snapdragon 888, 8GB of RAM. Everything is 8 here if you're recording that. And it's just super smooth. My experience with this device is just crazy smooth. I mean, browsing, navigating through social media, where's my Facebook and Instagram. Alright, so let me just show you my Instagram right here. Naturally, everything is just blazing fast. It loads up very quickly. I also noticed the Wi-Fi speeds was especially fast, definitely faster than my a poor iPhone 12 Pro here. This is not that fast. It's very slow in fact. The Mi 11 has really good internet speeds. Apart from that, everything is just buttery smooth. I even played a couple of games, Mobile Legends, my favorite game up here. So even the gaming experience was very smooth as my experience on the iPhone. Unfortunately, I can't set ultra graphics for the Mobile Legends game, but I just want to say that the experience gaming on this device has been really spectacular. So gaming was very good as well. Everything is smooth. It's smooth. Don't worry about that. But the only thing that you might want to take note of is that the device does tend to heat up a little bit. So I noticed that even after playing games or maybe just browsing around and even like taking photos and all that on a daily, the device does gets heats up a little bit. It's not that serious. It's about 40 degrees Celsius, maybe a bit more than that, 41, 42. But yes, there is definitely a noticeable heat on the back of the device. And yeah, to be honest, it's not that comfortable to hold a device when it is pretty warm, but those are the trade-offs that you will notice on the Mi 11 itself. It heats up a little bit. On that note, I just want to talk very quickly about the battery life here. So after gaming, for example, the Mobile Legends for about 20 minutes, I noticed that the battery dropped about 6 to 7%. So just to let you guys know, if you play one game, 20 minutes of high graphics games, your battery life will drop about 7%, maybe even 8%, depending on how intense the game is. So that's just for reference sake. But in terms of the battery life, I'm able to get about 1 day of battery life. But another thing that I want to point out here is when I left the device on the table and went to bed the other night, when I wake up in the next morning, I realized that the battery actually dropped about 20%. So I'm not really sure why that's happening. Maybe some stuff is running in the background right there. But yeah, it is quite a huge number, 20% gone in just the night itself. So yeah, that's something to take note of as well. Apart from that, I don't have the fast charger, so I'm using my 33-watt charger. And charging speeds are of course not the fastest. It takes about 40 minutes to get 40%, if that makes sense. 60% to 100% took me 40 minutes. Of course, not the fastest here, but if you don't have a charger, this is the kind of speeds you can expect your Mi 11 to charge on. And of course, if you're starting from 0%, I don't know who does that, but it will definitely take maybe more than an hour for that to charge up to full. Alright, last but not least, I want to talk very quickly about the cameras here. So of course, I've only been using this for a couple of days. My first initial impressions about the cameras is that it is fine. It is not the best. It's not it's not amazing, but it does the job well. For a flagship device like this, I would say it's pretty good. Acceptable, definitely. Daylight shots turns out pretty alright. Night mode turned out pretty good as well. I like the way the images turns out from the Mi 11 right here. I'm going to show you a couple of samples, but I'll let you guys be the judge on whether these kind of images are actually good or not good. You guys have your say. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it for my first initial review of the Mi 11. Again, super excited to have this and very happy that we are having this Mi 11 at such an affordable price range. Again, I just want to say my conclusion for this Mi 11 actually is if you're in the market and you have X amount of money, you have like 600 US dollars, or if you're in Malaysia, you have 2,500 ringgit, what should you buy? I would say that the Mi 11 is probably one of those that you should consider because it gives you the most features and bang for your buck. So you're not going to take notice of all that, those rounded edges that isn't perfect. You're not really going to care about that design and all that because what you're getting here is a very solid phone. And I'm saying this based on my personal experience because I bought this using my own money. And yeah, the experience is actually pretty good. Very exciting for the Mi 11 right here. So definitely we'll be testing this out more and sharing with you guys more on my experience. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I know it's been 10 minutes, but thank you for staying with me. And if you like the video, hit the like button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!